Yo, what is up everybody? It's Peace. Welcome to another video. We got an updated deck profile. I played 60 cards today, 5 rounds. I ended up with 8th place, X2, unfortunate, but you guys can see the duels on the channel. I posted all 5 videos already. So, 60 card Horus, Super Heavy Samurai Traptrix Punk Therion. The deck performed really good. Shout out to Marcelo Cantor for letting me know that I should be adding a couple of hand traps and bumping it up to 60. It actually worked out. It was nice. All right, so let's go through the changes. So the Horse package, I did increase this package. This package is insane. So obviously the 3M SETI, shout out to Jake, the Mother of Dragons. 1 Happy, 1 Dumatef, and 1 Protector of Horus. Shout out to, I can't remember his name, Julian.
You mean Kabasanov?
Yeah, thank you so much. Shout out to Emmanuel. 2 King Sarcophagus. I'd probably play a 3rd one if I had access to one, but just that. And then this field spell is broken. Walls of the Imperial Tomb. So yeah, this package is insane. You can search this off of Cattycorn or Terraforming, and it just fixes your hand, and it gives you so many bodies. Like your entire engine is on rank 8.
What do you mean search Cattycorn?
No, you can search this off of Cattycorn. Since it's a field spell, and Cattycorn can search any field spell in the game.
Yeah,
so pretty strong package there. Next package is a Super Heavy Samurai package. So you want to start off with this. So 3 Super Heavy Samurai Motorbike, and then 3 Prodigy Wakaushi. Next you have the Monk Big Benki, and then the Super Heavy Samurai Soul Gaia booster. So this gives you a Pendulum Scales, a Synchro 8, which is usually your Diabolantis, the Menacing Mantis, and like that just gives you a search, which is insane.
Searches are cool.
So yeah, that's a pretty strong engine. And next up is the Traptrix engine. This is one of your main engines of the deck. So 3 Remalio, 2 Pudica, 1 Dionea, 1 Trap Trip Garden, and then the traps, I did cut down the Holotea, but I didn't really miss it. One of each of the most powerful ones, I opted for Floodgate Trap Hole, Trap Hole Nightmare, Terrifying Trap Hole, and then Gravedigger's Trap Hole. All right, so a big package for that. Next up, the Punk package. This package is insane. Much like the Super Heavy Samurai package, it gives you level 8 Synchro, but it also gives you an extra level 8 body, and you can bring off the entire engine off of Emergency Teleport. So this is just really strong. When I go through part of my combo and then I activate Emergency Teleport, people really look confused. Also, because I'm playing hand traps, this is a really cool thing about Emergency Teleport. You activate it, you bring out your Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. It basically turns off your opponent's Apollosa, the Bow of the Goddess, which is a very popular boss monster on many boards. So you bring out your Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, and then whenever it attempts to activate its effect, you send your Ghost Ogre to the graveyard to destroy the Apollosa. Therefore, it cannot reduce its attack. So it's basically destroying the Apollosa, and you don't have to get negated, which is really awesome. Final engine is the Therion engine. So still playing the 1 King, the 1 Lily, the 1 Empress, and then we've got the field spell, one of the most broken field spells in the game. Disc Coliseum, Endless Engine Argeo System, and then finally Therion Cross. These are your 2 search targets for your Lily Borea. Really concise package. All you need is these 6, and you get to them very easily. This gives you a negate, and this gives you so much recursion.
This
very
hand
strong.
pulled 1 Regulus and said every deck from this day on.
But everything, this is a budget deck, guys. Everything was reprinted in the Megaton, so you don't need to pull an actual Difo Regulus.
But you did.
Just yeah, I did. Just some filler cards. This is good. It can tutor for your Pudica or your Dionea or your Lily Borea or even your Cattycorn, which is really strong. So just an extra body. You can Pendulum summon this out. This could be a Fenrir if you want, but I mean, I just decided Lone Fire is decent. Next up, Goki Pole. This card is broken. You can send this off of M-SETI from your hand, or what you're usually doing is dumping either Lily Borea or this off of your Diabolantis, the Menacing Mantis, which lets you search your Murmelio. You could also play a Mothman if you really want to, or play multiple copies of this, but it's a hard once per turn, and you can tutor it out of your deck very easily with either one of your Synchro packages, the Super Heavy Samurais, or the Emergency Teleport, or the Punk package.
The Emergency Teleport.
The Emergency Teleport. Cattycorn, I was talking about this. So you play a Roma Seraphie Jasmine, and you play Lone Fire Blossom. This is very easy to summon out, and you're playing 3 very broken field spells. Most of the time you go for Therion Disc Coliseum, but I found myself today going for Imperial Wall of Tomb several times, because just the advantage that you gain off this is unbelievable. It's amazing. So Cattycorn's really broken. And then 3 Parallel Exceed.
You sound like you're running out of breath there, buddy.
I am. I'm getting old and overweight.
Oh my God.
Baby P-size coming. But 3 Parallel Exceed. This goes with your Traptrix Sarah, basically. And just gives you an extra, it's so amazing. It's really so amazing. And you have so many ways to get there. You play 6 names in the main deck, but then you also play the 3 Emergency Teleport, and then the 6 cards to get there out of your super heavy Samurai engine. So very consistent when you draw this that you can actually summon it. Terraforming to search one of those 3 broken field spells that I mentioned. Main deck hand traps. So we played 2 Nibiru. The 3rd hand trap was 1 Ash. Don't ask me about these ratios. 1 Ghost Ogre for the emergency teleport, but this is really broken. 1 Effect Dealer, 1 Troll, and then 1 Gamma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Main deck 7 hand traps. I drew Nib against Emmanuel. It was broken, but I ended up losing that match in time. And then the driver. The deck starts off its plays by searching a lot. There's a lot of stuff that can get ashed or drolled when you start your turn. So I figured that Gamma would be a good option. I didn't get to Gamma anyone today, but I mean, it's whatever. Also, to protect your plays, you do have the 1 Called by the Grave. And then this was very good in the 48 card build.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you draw it, and it just shuts down so many decks, and your end board does not care at all about this card. Very powerful, and it just wins games on its own. Why would you try to play Yu-Gi-Oh when you could just not think? So this is my 5-engine 60-card deck, increased from 40 to 48, and now 60. It still needs some work, but so keep your eyes out for that. Next up, extra deck. I did change a card in the extra deck again. So Deep Lance Systematic Mantis still, and then Cypher and Lord Omega. These are your 2 synchros. You can recycle this infinitely by overlaying with it and then getting into the graveyard and put it back so you can synchro again if you want. This is one of the best boss monsters in the game. Utopic Draco Future. You spit out Xyz's like crazy, and then you just overlay for this in defense position. It can't be destroyed with battle or card effects, and you can negate and take something. So Tenpai just poops on it. Unless they can bait the negate before like they bring out the Moonlight Dragon, but that like never happens. I don't think I've ever lost to Tenpai when I've had this on the field. But it's just really hard to.
Can't be destroyed at battle, right?
Can't be destroyed at battle or card effects. Unfortunately, SP is a really good out. So if they bait this and then you get SP, then I mean it is what it is. But Therion Disc Coliseum is usually up. So if they negate this with a droplet or an imperm or something, it's still protected from 1 battle by Therion Disc Coliseum, which is really nice. Cool. Traptrix Pingulia, sometimes you just get 2 level 4 bodies on board. You overlay for this, you can search your, your Romelio, and then you can link off into Sarah, because this is a valid target to link into Sarah, and then you just normal summon the Romelio and go full combo. It's really amazing. I love this card. Next up is the Spring and Merrymaker. This is just fodder to overlay into your Gigantic Champion Sargus. Sometimes you do end up on both of these, and you can just overlay these for your future and then Draco future. But most of the time, you're just slapping on top Gigantic Champion Sargus to search any one of your Therion cards. Any one of those 5 cards I showed you. I can't search Endless Engine because it doesn't have it in the name, but this is a really cool package. Next up, Zombie Vampire. This card's crazy. Next up, stuff that you cannot overlay into Utopic Draco Future because they're number monsters. You can't use these to make Utopic Draco Future, but it doesn't matter because this is a monster negate to protect your plays with the Horus package, and this is a spell negate. This also redirects attacks and immediately goes to damage step, so this can also stop Tenpai. Tenpai is very popular at my local, so I do have a few things for Tenpai.
Yes, you wouldn't go into Utopic Draco Future if you could go into Utopic Future. I'm trying to say that 3 times fast. I don't know. Utopic Draco Future.
You spit out so many level 8 bodies that, but I do prioritize this because it can be destroyed by battle or card effects. And I just summon it in defense mode. But these are also really good, but like there's just ways around them. I feel this is just it has such good staying power, which is why I always like to go for Draco Future. Yep. But yeah, these are also really good. Also in the side deck, you will see an amazing card that I tried to search for this. But unfortunately, it got negated, and I forgot that I could negate their negation, but it didn't matter. I still won that one. But it's really cute. And then finally for Xyz, we do have the Zeus. Really nice. So you did notice for the Xyz, I did cut Traptrix Rafflesia. That's really funny that I'm not playing a Rafflesia in a Traptrix deck. But it just wasn't coming up as often. And now that I have access to more Horus monsters, this is a much better negate for my opponent's Nibiru. So I opted to play this instead of the Rafflesia. So that's that change.
My thing, I have a question.
Sure.
So you know how Shadal's, the worst thing about playing Shadal's is the Shadal engine in the main deck?
Yeah.
Is the worst thing with Traptrix that you play Traptrix in the main deck?
No, I want to see my Traptrix. I want to be able to normal summon because as you guys can see in the combo videos, what you're doing is, next up is Traptrix Sarah. You're using the special ability of Traptrix Sarah to set a Holutea from your deck.
Yeah.
You can activate it that turn by ditching one of your other ones, which gives you a plant body, another body from deck, which allows you to link up into your Aromatherapy Jasmine, which gives you access to your Caddy Corn. Because Holutea is a plant monster, and so is Sarah, so you link both of those off. And if you already have a field spell up, then you can't trigger the Caddy Corn from effect on field. So what you would do in that scenario is you just bring out Lilyboria directly, and then you can send off that field spell to search your Disc Coliseum, activate your Disc Coliseum, search Regulus, link those 3 monsters off to make an Apollousa, and you end on Apollousa Regulus. So like either way, even if you already have a field spell to start your plays, you don't need to necessarily go through Caddy Corn. You can just straight out summon that. But yeah, the Traptrix engine, like I mentioned at the beginning, is the main engine of the deck. You want to get your Sarah in the graveyard and your Aromatherapy Jasmine. During your opponent's turn, you banish the Holutea to special summon your Sarah, unless you're going against a back row deck, where you hold it for your Murmelio, and then you just bring out your Murmelio off of the Holutea. So it's a really strong package. Like, it's the main engine of the deck. Apollousa, aforementioned, where you can just link climb. And then every extra deck needs to play SP Little Knight. This card's amazing. Shout out to Team Bad Cards. Yay! Finally, the side deck. So there's some changes here. Shout out to the Nib token.
Aye.
This card's amazing as you're approaching end of match procedures, because you can draw into very good engine pieces to win you the game. I did manage to do that today, and then I was going to do it a second time, but Emmanuel drew the droll. Here is the special target for the Photon Lord. So during your opponent's draw phase, you activate
What the fuck does Photon Lord do? What the fuck? Oh wait, Photon, doesn't he have like a Rhoda effect?
All right, so
he does have that, doesn't he?
If this card is a Photon's material, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's never happening, unless you attach this if you want. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. When an opponent's monster activates its effect, quick effect, you can detach a material from this card, negate that monster's effect, and if the detached material was a Galaxy card, destroy that card. This is the effect that I'm talking about. The next effect, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can take a Photon or Galaxy card from your deck and either add it to your hand or attach it as material. So you could attach it so that you can have a destruction, or what I like to do is add it. It is a hand trap. It was
You can send this card from your hand to a piece of life points. You take no damage this turn.
So against heroes or Tempai, something that can OTK
you do that. No,
yes. So you pay 2,000 and you get to live, and your crackback is amazing. So you that it's just a spicy tech. Now that I'm main decking the Photon Lord, I opted to play at least one of these in the side because it can turn this into a negate and destroy, or you can search it as a hand trap to allow you to live. And it did go in a couple times today, but I only attempted to search it once, and it got negated, so I didn't get to search it. But here is the card I was trying to search, guys. Curry Photon.
That's cool.
I gave you the spice. Next up, we've got the Thrust. For going second, it searches like your Evenly and your Thrust and stuff like that, or your Talents. Talents, Harpy's Feather Duster, back row, hate, we got the 3 Cosmics. In 60, you don't see this stuff as much, except when you draw 2 against Emmanuel and you just needed anything to play. Jeez. But anyway, 3 Droplet, 3 Evenly to clear boards, and then Anti-Spell. It's the one Floodgate that we have left. I can't play around Skill Drain, so I don't play that card in this deck, but shout out to Runic Lightsworn. But yeah, that was the deck profile. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the videos that I posted with this deck. This is one of my pet decks. Like, shout out to Jake especially for letting me have access to the Horus package. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more.